Hello there, this is Ankur Malviya, and in this lecture I am going to tell you about Healenium. So basically Healenium is a self-healing automation framework. It's a library, open source library, which we can utilize to inject into our Java Selenium or Python Selenium. If it is built on Maven or some other thing, we can utilize it for self-healing ability. So when we require self-healing, how self-healing will help us in our testing, I will going to explain everything step by step in this lecture. And also I will tell you in this lecture how to set up Healenium into Java Selenium Maven framework. Before to that, I just wanted to walk you through this website called Healenium.io. This is the official website from Healenium, and here you can see they have mentioned everything properly, all documentation they have given properly, what it means, where you can find all dependencies, what is the architecture behind it, what are all blocks on which they are Selenium has been built, everything they have explained. So what I did actually, I orchestrated everything properly and I put it into one blog page. Here, if you go through this blog page, you will be able to set up Healenium into your Java Selenium Maven project. Okay, so let me start by explaining what is Healenium. As I explained, Healenium is self-healing library, open source library. Okay, and how it will work, I will show you. So let us assume you have a web page having a lot of web elements having a lot of addresses, attributes will be there like class name, id. So you can create your own XPath or whatever thing is there to interact with that web elements. So let us assume you have a web page where the web element having address called hash button. Okay, this is a web element address, and in your automation script you have utilized hash button by.id to find that particular element. So definitely if the script having the proper XPath and all, the automation script will be getting passed 100%. Let us assume now that particular web element attribute has been changed to hash button. Definitely the script which contains the old address of that element, it will not be able to find that element and you will find element not found, and you will get no such element exception. In that condition your script will be failed. So what Healenium will do, Healenium will be going to use backend to put all those execution data, the past execution data, and whenever any, in the next run or in the upcoming run, whenever any execution has been failed, so it will use machine learning algorithms. Here they are using tree comparison algorithm. So they compare with the all existing previously past run data attributes whatever they have saved, and whatever the heal locator it will getting from the comparing, it will provide into the script, and after that that particular web element, the heal locator will be provided to that particular path, and you will be able to interact with that element. So this is how Healenium works. Okay, so there are different ways to set up Healenium. One is the Healenium proxy with Docker, Healenium proxy without Docker, Healenium web with Docker, Healenium with the web without Docker. Okay, so there are different ways. In this demo, in this specific demo, I am going to show you how to set up Healenium web with Docker. Okay, so this documentation is there. So if you go with this documentation, you may get confused at some amount of time because they have provided all data which is required, or the additional data whatever you can utilize. So for the beginners or for the initial setup, I'm suggesting go with this blog page which I created, automation mindtrust.blogspot. Please go with this documentation, it will help you to streamline your understanding. So let me start with the Healenium architecture part. So I pulled this diagram from the healenium.io, the official web page. So Healenium web is a library which built on three blocks. One is HLM backend, okay, which runs on localhost 787 by default. The second thing is that DB, the database is PostgreSQL, which runs on the localhost 5432. And the third one is selector imitator, where all comparison will be happening. Okay, and these three images we do not need to set up physically, we can use the Docker image. So for Docker I am using this Docker desktop which you can utilize. So here you can see as of now there is no images present in this Docker desktop, and there is no container, though no images are running inside this container. So the initial setup may require a Docker desktop as well. Okay, so let me start. So what you need to do, I'm going to show you everything from scratch. So now I'm going to create a new project. So I'm using IntelliJ IDE. Okay, so now I'm going to create a new project for this demo. Okay, I'm using Java 20 Java Open JDK 20. I'm utilizing this quick start new into. Okay, let it be complete. For this for this new project in the pom.xml, I'm going to utilize two libraries. One is Healenium web library. So I'm expecting to use the latest version of Healenium web. So I'm going to the repository here. So this is Healenium web. So the latest version of Healenium web is 3.4.8. So this one dependency I may require, and the second is Selenium Java. And the latest version of Selenium Java, which is in the stable market, is 4.161.1. So these two dependency I require in my project. So I'm going to paste it here in this properties file. So what I don't want to use JUnit. Okay, so let me, just to save time, I'm going to copy everything from here, from properties to this. I will explain you what I did, or what I copied from here. I want from here everything, so deleting here. So let me explain what I copy and pasted here. So the first dependency, as I mentioned, Healenium web I'm utilizing, and the Healenium version which I'm going to utilize, which is the latest version 3.4.8. The second is Selenium Java. The latest version of Selenium Java is 4.161. So I'm putting here. The other thing is Maven Surefire and the Maven compiler. I'm utilizing Maven compiler plugin and the target, which is the latest version 3.8 and 20 I'm utilizing here. Okay, so this is simple. Additionally, you can use testng if you want, otherwise that's okay. So let me refresh here. So it is pulling every dependency here in the external library. You can see everything is getting here, and we have our Healenium as well. Everything is here. Okay, and here you can see it, or it inbuilt called these libraries, Hemcrest. Even you can see the other libraries. You can find the Selenium HP dev tools, interaction, everything, all drivers it is calling internally. So no need to initiate driver, so it will no need to externally call, provide the driver path and all. So everything will be taken care by Selenium after 4.8 version, and we are using 4.161. Okay, so let me directly jump into the demo part, the main demo part. So if you go with this blog page, you will understand. So these two dependency, as I mentioned, we need to pull it from the Maven repository. Now the third step, which is most important, you can see there are two rows which I highlighted in blue. So we need to create all these two rows in our project, in our framework, externally. Okay, so we need to create a folder called infra. Inside that folder we need to have this YAML file, docker compose. Okay, docker compose looks like this will have all images information. Okay, what are all images we require? As I have shown you on the architecture part, we required Postgres version, whatever version we want, the Healenium HLN backend which runs on 787. Okay, and the third, which is most important, which is called selector imitator, where all comparison will be happening, which runs on 8000. Okay, and Postgres, it is running on 5432. Okay, so this image information will be available on docker compose YAML. So this we need to create. The second folder, subfolder, we need to create called db. Inside the db we need to have init.sql, where we will be providing all database information. You can see this database information will be there. This is the db name Healenium, and this is the username Healenium underscore user. So this we need to have there. Okay, and the third one, which is required, we need to put, is called Healenium.properties. inside Healenium.properties we need to have all these 6 lines to be there. So let me start directly on into this project part. So let me create a folder called infra. Okay, inside that infra I also required a folder called db. Okay, let me go to the terminal, cd infra. So I am on the infra. Let me check any images are running or not right now. So you can see there is no images are running as of now. So what we need to do, we need to either we can directly copy and paste this YAML file. That is one way. You can directly copy from my this blog page, or there is a shortcut way by terminal. You can pass this command called curl. This data I pulled from the official web page, so no need to worry on that. So what you need to do, you need to directly paste it, curl command. So it will automatically generate a YAML file for you. You can see YAML file has been generated and all images information are here. Okay, everything is here. Now the next thing is inside db we require SQL file. So for that, again the same way, either you can copy and paste or you can copy this command curl1. The only thing is you need to go inside that db folder and you need to paste it. So now you can see this SQL init will be generated and everything is here, db name and the username. Okay, so now we are good. Let me save it. No need to work on the YAML file. Okay, that's fine. Let me add one more file. So as I mentioned, inside this test folder, let me delete everything from here because I don't want this, the default one. So let me refactor as well. That is additional. If you want you can use, otherwise no need. com.test I want. Okay, so here we need to create a Java file. Okay, this is fine. And inside this test I'm going to create a property file under resource folder. Where is that? This is resources, and here we can utilize a file called Healenium.properties. So this is Healenium. Inside this Healenium.properties we need to copy and paste these 6 lines. Okay, I will explain what do you mean by each and every point here. So the first point is recovery try. So here you can see this is recovery try. It's a, what we can say, it is a potential heal locator. How many times if a script gets failed, so how many times we want our script to be executed to find the heal locator. The second one is score cap. So score cap is with score value. By default it is 60%. So what do you mean by 60%? 60% is the probability of matching with the target element. If element gets failed, so to heal that particular locator, to find the another heal locator or the proper locator, the probability is 60%. So in this demo, just for the change, I just want 10%. So any match element which is almost similar to 10%, it will find it. The third one is heal enabled. So we want heal enabled to be true. Server host is localhost, server port 787, immediate port. So I explained everything here, so every details are here. You can go with this. Even you can follow the official page as well. So cd infra, here we need to pass docker compose up. So now you can see it is pulling the image from the Docker hub, and now the images has been pulled and it is up and running. You can see images. So as we can see on this Docker desktop, we can see everything is up and running here on the container. So all 3 images are running. HLM backend, which is running at localhost 787, Selenium imitator, which is running on localhost 8000, and our SQL PostgreSQL are running on 45432. So so if you see on this if you see this local host 7 at 7, we will see our self-healing screen will be up and running. So now you can see these are all screens are here. So I will give you walkthrough on this, what this web page is about, how we can use this 787 localhost portal to see our script and all. So this is first section where we can see the reports, what are all self-healing happened, it will show on the report. So now you can see there is one report just now I ran and it went successfully. That's why I don't see any healing operation happen. But on the selection part, whatever I have used on my script, it is got scripted here. So I will explain this how we can do. So this is our test run. So I'm just going to pull the simple data. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open a Google page from that particular script. I will go with this URL and I'm going to inspect two elements here. So one element is here, this tab. So I'm going to utilize this class attribute, this one. So this XPath I'm utilizing. So everything I already scripted on my blog page. So this simple script I'm going to utilize here. Let me directly copy and paste from here. I will explain what I'm going to do here. So in this script I'm going to calling Chrome options, okay, and I'm going to pass inside this driver. I'm creating a delegate instance and I'm going to pass inside this class self-healing driver, which is coming from Healenium. And so this one, and later on I'm going to utilize this driver as an instance to work on the browser. Let's say this is browser page. I'm going to open the google.com and I'm going to hit this XPath, which is the tab. Let me show you from there. So this is a tab which I'm talking about. So this will be this tab I'm hitting here and I'm just typing hello here. After that I'm going to hit about. So about is here. This is a text called about. So XPath I already created here. Let me show you the XPath which I'm going to utilize in this portal called this one. So this is my XPath for about, which I'm going to utilize here. So this about is here. So this is the simple script and browser.quit. So this operation I'm going to perform. So this code I just pulled from my blog page. So this I'm going to from exception, this I'm going to from Selenium. So self-healing is from Healenium, this is also from Selenium, and this is also from Selenium. So now I am good with this one. So on this script everything is good, looks good. Every XPath is already at this amount of time. These XPath for the tab and the about is present. So it is an expectation it should go end to end properly. So on this terminal as well, you can see all images are up and running. Let me cross check again. So all three images are up and running. So we need to make sure all images are up and running in the container. Okay, so now I'm going to console. Let me run the first, then I will go to the console here. So I'm just going to run. So it will open up a Chrome page. Now you can see Chrome page is open up. It entered the hello and everything went well perfectly. So here is the expectation. You please make a note. Whenever we are using Healenium, the expectation is the first script should be 100% pass. Okay, that is the expectation here. So let me refresh the page. Now you can see the another report I ran right now, this one, and there is no report is coming because no self-healing happened here, because whatever web element addresses we have written on our script, it is appearing, and these two selector which we just use, so the details are here. So what Healenium is doing, Healenium is storing the right XPath whatever we have used in the successful run script. It will store at the backend, and now this is a reference for them. So whenever the next run will happen, it always compare with this XPath and the data. Okay, so now we can also check from backend. I will let you know by after completing my scripts and all. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a dispute on this. So let me put a debugger here. Two debugger I'm putting here, and I'm running the debug here. So this is my page, and now I'm going to create a dispute here. I'm going to change this class name to, let's say, testing. Can you see I changed the text part to testing here, and this about I'm going to change with same test. Okay, so now you can see the about has changed to test, and this element address has changed to this one, class is equals to testing. So the expectation is now, since I have made the changes on this, so definitely it should get filled. But let's see our Healenium works or not. So let me run over. So now you can see it run. See, on the console we can see this element, this web address which we have given in our script. Selenium is unable to find that. Okay, because no such element exception happened here. So what Healenium does after that, it use some other from the machine learning algorithm. It compared the previous DOM, the existing DOM, with the current DOM, and it tried to heal that locator. So now this is healing the locator with the probability of 88%, 88.5%. So now this is our new web element. So let me copy this one. Okay, let me copy this one. We'll check whether this element is present or not. So it already has entered hello, but let me show you that element is present or not. So now you can see this web element address is present. Even though the class name is testing here, but it took some other element, and Healenium was able to successfully find that element and does the post operation of the send keys here. Okay, now next I'm going to run again. So now you can see it hit on, in the previous step it hit on the test button. Okay, and again if you see the console, since we have changed the web element address, so it was not able to find that element. Now what it does, it healed that locator, and with the 91% probability, this relative x path he created, like Healenium created. Okay, so by this way both the steps got successfully passed, and now this is quit operation. Okay, so now everything done. I'm going back to my this 787 localhost. So now, since healed operation happened, right, now we can see this is the latest run on the left hand side, and now here we can see these two reports have been generated here. You can see, so this was the first report where this element got Selenium was not able to find that element, and Healenium does that healing operation, and this is the heal locator. So this happened, and similarly on this one, this is the another operation. This is for test, and this is for this text box. Okay, and there is a toggle. So for the next run, if we want to heal or do not heal, we will manage from here as well, from the UI as well. Okay, so this is a proper reporting. We can see from here that healing happened or not. Now I'm going to go to the DB here. I will show you these things from the DB level as well. So I'm going to open this DB which is running at 5432. So psql is a command. So here what is the username? Username is Healenium user, and the DB name is Healenium. So I'm going to find the locator. Okay, these two elements I have used on my this run. So let me show you what all healed operation happened. Okay, so this is a good report. At the back end we can see, so here you can see this one. So this is first thing where we are expecting to have this about. Okay, but where it was unable to find, and healed locator happened here, and this is the healed locator, and this is a screenshot on the report 787. Similarly, the other element was, we were expecting this one class name to be this one, but it was not there at the debugger part, and so that Healenium comes into the picture, it heal that locator, and this is a new web element address, and this is a respective screenshot of that correction happened. Okay, so at the back end also we have verified that everything is coming properly here, and we were able to heal the what we can say, the element which were not present during the run of that particular part. Okay, so by this healing is coming here. So here you can see the same project whatever I just showed you in this demo, right? So I uploaded on my GitHub repository. You can pull from my GitHub repository just for your purpose. Okay, that is one thing you can do. And the all this blog page links and all I will provide you in this YouTube video below in the comment section, so that you can directly hit to this blog, and if you follow this step by step, definitely you will be able to replicate the same thing on your system. Okay, please comment me if you see any issues. Okay, because I know this Healenium is one of the good tool, but there are a lot of issues are parallelly happening, which I already observed during my whenever I'm doing executing scripts. But there are different ways we can overcome on those issues. But if you see any challenges to replicate all these things, please feel free to comment on this section, so that I will go with that, and I will try to complete, and I will try to find the solution, and definitely I will ping you back. Hope this helps you to understand about this, the new invention of machine learning algorithm in the testing, automation testing. Okay, so definitely in future I am coming up with my new lectures on this related topic. So I'm planning to cover Healenium first. I will complete everything from Healenium, then I will move to some other machine learning algorithms which will be helpful in our testing. Thank you for watching. Thank you.